Hi everyone, I'm Digital Indy, and I'm doing a series of videos inside Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming that explores abandoned dude ranches, cabins, and homesteads built before the park was created in the 20s. Many of them are rarely visited time capsules. I think you're going to be amazed at what you see. Today we're visiting an abandoned original homestead built around 1906. It operated as a cattle ranch until the 1940s and then switched to being a small motor court with guest cabins for tourists. It operated this way until the 1970s when it was sold to the park. So, I'm standing right in front of what looks like to be the main home for this vacation property. It's a log cabin, has a stone chimney. I love the architecture on this place. It's just kind of what you think of a classic mountain cabin and in the Tetons. It does have a shingle roof. This section right here is not in great shape, but it looks like they've done some work on the rest of it. Still got some kind of lace drapes in there. There's a big barrel here. I noticed up on the roof there's a pipe there at kind of the peak of the roof. I'm guessing that was a lightning rod. Either a lightning rod or rabbit ears for a TV if this was open or stayed open late enough. Or maybe a flag, I'm not sure. I'd love to find a historical picture and see what this place looked like when it was in its heyday. That's one of the fun things about discovery, visiting these historic places and seeing clues of what people's life were like here, and then going back and doing research at home. You know, quietly sitting on the couch watching some TV and looking for clues and pictures about this place, maybe some oral histories. There's a concrete sidewalk here with some river stains that put into it. I do see a couple of wasp nests in here, so I'm going to tread quietly. And they're buzzing around me. There's a note on here, and it says, "Where is Creepy Baby?" Now that handwriting seems like it's a little faded, like it's been here a long time. Then there's some new ink onto this note, and it says, "Thanks for bringing Creepy Baby back." And I can't read the rest of it. Well, this is locked. There's a United States Department of the Interior National Park Service warning. This building is the property of the United States and must not be molested. Park regulations provide that any person found guilty of the destruction, injury, defacement, or theft, or any part of contents here should be liable to a fine of up to $500 or imprisonment for up to 6 months, or both. So, visit these places with respect. Don't damage anything. Don't take anything. Every property I visit, I certainly respect that. Some dried poop out here. I don't know. I like to see signs of animals, and the best way to do it is poop out here. It kind of stays around for a long time. I'm going to guess this is actually bison poop, because right down the road from me is a huge herd of bison clogging the road out of here. And so if you live in a big city, you have traffic jams. Around here you have bison jams, elk jams, that type of thing. So maybe we'll get to see that later. I'm not sure, but a good way to learn about your environment is, you know, observing what type of poop is on the ground, what kind of animals are around here. They did have power in this place, I see. It was probably modernized later. These trees have really grown up next to the property. Really close. It's kind of hard to see in there. Scoot around the back here. I don't know if you can see it, but the Grand Tetons are off in the distance there. Now this is the back of the house. It's kind of a different structure. You see the kind of rough sawn wood shack, kind of boarded up. I love the color on the wood, the weathered look. To me it looks like a woodshed that would have been in the back. They'd loaded up, and I'm gonna take a look in here. The floor here is pretty rotten. Some bird nest. I don't see any really gigantic, throbbing wasp nests, which is a good thing. One of these videos you're gonna get to see me stung, because it just happens. Now this door is open. Hey, bear. Anybody here? Now, I would not break into a property, but since this door is open, I'm going to take a look. Oh my goodness. Washer and dryer here. Space heater. And the ironing board. Thank God. My shirt is so wrinkled. It'd be nice to kind of iron it up so I look more presentable for you folks. This door is old. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in there. Some Crest toothpaste. Good thing to have along if your teeth are feeling fuzzy. Cabinets. Would have been a sink there. They've taken the sink out, and then a little thing to clean up in here. The carpet. Maybe I'll clean up a little bit before I head out. Chairs and a table. Maybe play some games. This is so neat. There's a newspaper here. And it is dated Friday, August 13th, 1999. There's also a business card here for Dolores Barnes, paintings and sculpture. Maybe this was her home. Now there's a lot of wood chips and crap on the floor here, so it looks like some critter has been just going to town. Hopefully it's not home. A little perspective of the room here. Would have been a wood stove over there. You see where the pipe's going up to the roof. Isn't this cool? I love it. Hot water heater here. That is some, I wish you could see that amazing shag carpet. This is the main room. This carpet feels like it's about 3 inches thick. And it's moving. It's not inspiring confidence to the integrity of the floor. And guess what we get to see? creepy, baby. That's pretty freaking creepy. And it's got a friend though, creepy panda bear. Nice. Look at this fireplace. Neat. Big cut stone area for it to sit on. Put your wood in there, you can see the fire. There it escapes through the pipe in the chimney. Not sure what this is. Maybe that held matches. It's made of real gold. And here's something I've seen before, is you've got your regular carpet you're walking on, but then somebody's cut away to reveal additional carpet underneath it. Look at the colors on that. That screams 70s. I love this place. Well, access to the attic, and no, I'm not going up there. One more closet here, and then a mirror. Surprisingly good shape. Probably some light in here. Paradix, oral rinse, Q-tips. Super creepy in here. It's a bathroom. Try to bring a light. Air freshener. I can say it's not working at this point because it stinks in here. All right. All right. So I'm hearing some critters, probably squirrels, upstairs. So I'm gonna head back out and let's take a look at some of these other buildings. Close this door up. I'm walking behind the main house right now. It's really kind of overgrown with trees. And then it has what I'll call the garage next to it, which has cedar shingle roofing. It looks like a concrete block chimney. You've got some holes under these buildings that obviously have critters living in them. Now, this building is the garage. And it's locked down pretty tight, so we're not going to be able to get in here, but at least I can show you a little bit of what it looks like in here. I can't join you in there, but that's what it looks like. Come back. Oh, there's a window here we can take a look in. Just classic Western log cabin architecture. The window is broken out right here. And there's some boxes like stewed tomatoes, some Dairy Queen, lots of beer cans, and a light. So a little bit of a workshop here. And then it looks like over here is supplies for the house, like paints and thinners and some bug spray, things to kind of manage the house. And you've got, looks like some chains from the roof. Maybe if you were working on a vehicle or something, you'd hold stuff up. Looks like access to the attic, which I would love to see in. And then an electrical breaker box right here. Looks like it had enough room for one car. Maybe it had a small tractor, I'm not sure. But a neat space. Moving along, this looks like a guest cabin. As you can see, it originally had a shingle roof, and then it looks like they put shingles. It originally had a cedar shingle roof, cedar slats. Then they put asphalt shingles on top of it. I see that pretty frequently. You don't tear the old roof off, you just put something on top of it to stop the leaks. And this style of log cabin where the bottom logs stick out the most and they kind of come up in a wave. I've seen this at several properties here in the area. This one still has some screen on it, so it'd be nice to have that window open in the summer. Fall, let some air through. You see remnants of a paper wasp nest. This is locked, so we won't be able to see it. I'll respect that. Probably a comfy little cabin. And it has the number 1 on here, so whenever I see like numbers on it, I think this was a guest cabin. Because then there'd be guest cabin number 2, 3, 4. So maybe this was just a small guest ranch. Maybe there were other buildings that aren't present here. I'd love to know how many were here originally. But it's in pretty good shape. The bottom panels have been fallen off or taken off. There's probably some critters been living in there. But a neat location. Great view over this huge plain. Off in the distance, there's all these black specks out there, and there's a bison. Massive herd of bison out there. Now, as I'm walking through here, there's a concrete pad right here. guess this was like some type of storage shack. It looks too small to be a guest cabin, and obviously it's been torn down, but there was a structure here at one time, and it has a ramp up to it, so maybe this is where they had a garden tractor or something. Look at this place. Hey, bear. This place is not in very good shape. It's had a tree fall on it. It's had trees grown very close to it. Some bird nests in here. I would expect to see creepy baby 2 in here. Maybe even something a little more sinister. Oh, number 2. So this is guest cabin number 2. Hello? Ugh. Part of the roof's coming in right here. You can see a hole that was originally there that would have obviously had a stove, a wood stove pipe come through it. But the roof here is not in good shape. This place is experiencing quite a bit of decay. However, I do see these asphalt shingles. What do they call it? Owens Corning fiberglass. Okay. So maybe these were left here to do some work on the roof. That's going to happen, or maybe it's already happened. I'm sure it was a comfy cabin in its day. Bathroom with a tub. Some shelves to put your stuff. Maybe some books or games. They did have power, so they wouldn't have to worry about candles. I'm gonna close this door. Well, the door's half gone. Just gonna take a little tour back here. And this is the woodshed. This looks like where they had a hot water heater. Break boxes. And then, oh, here's the piping for the bathroom we just saw. Oh my God. Big deep hole here. Yeah. That's probably where the outhouse used to be. And it has not been closed up. Yeah. Need to be careful. Here's the back side of this cabin. And then we've got a wood stove, pipe coming out of the ceiling. Maybe that when we first walked into this residence, we saw the spot there that where they used to have wood stove. Maybe they moved it, and this was where it was when they shut things down. And it's got a big metal can on top of the pipe so things don't get in. Yeah, this one needs a little work on it. It was originally painted red, where some of the other ones looked like they were the natural. Like the garage looked like to be an original brown, but this is painted red. All right. Okay, so that's it for this tour of this property. It's a neat place, has a lot of character. It's fun that we were able to walk inside and see, you know, the furniture's still there. And Creepy Baby and Creepy Panda Bear were really a neat treat for us. And then the rest of the property with the garage and the guest cabins. And it's a smaller property, but it's in great shape and still has a lot of character to it. So thanks for joining. If you like these videos, subscribe and join me on the next ones. See you next time.